Chu and another person, are they here? Okay. So anyway, Stephen Mather, go ahead, sir.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. I've been a Richmond resident for over 30 years. I raised 3 kids here. They went through the school system. A lot of you are probably familiar with a couple of my kids. Their names are Jesse and Katie Mather. They were torn apart by a dog here in a park about 10 years ago, made international news. Then they were torn apart by social media with a bunch of the kids in their school saying, wish you were killing you instead of the dog. It kind of cemented them into what then was the beginning of an addiction that started from gangs and parties in school. And now it's been 10 years. I'm one of the lucky ones. Both my daughters are still alive. They're both in active addiction. And I can say that I know of 5 kids just in the last 3 weeks that have passed away. That's 5 more parents that are missing their kids. There's going to be a lot more. It's not going away. In the last 10 years, I've just watched it exponentially get worse and worse and worse, and more and more and more people dying. I can't even count the amount of kids that I know that have died on my fingers and toes anymore. The safe consumption site, it seems that a lot of people have got it mistaken for a safe drug place where they go to get their safe drugs. No, they get their drugs off the street. They can go there and get them tested and make sure they're not going to die. One of my daughters had to be Narcan 34 times. 34 times. The only reason she's alive, that's in one sitting. She's been Narcaned over 100 times, but in one sitting, 34, because it was carfentanil. And if it wasn't her sister there, she'd be dead, because they usually stop at 8 or 9. But my family's a little crazy, and we have an awful lot of it around, because they're also out there saving lives. They're Narcanning people every day. They're doing chest compressions on people every day, trying to keep their friends alive. The safe consumption site, it's not the be-all and end-all, but it's a start and it's a spark of hope. And every one of those people needs a spark of hope. Now, I've heard people coming up here and they're saying, yeah, my car's been broken into in my underground parking lot. Yes, because they go there to use, because there isn't a safe place. So they break into places, and then they use, and then they're high, and then they see the cars, and they break into the cars, and they steal more stuff so they can go and use. But if they were using in a safe consumption site beside a hospital, they wouldn't be in your underground parking lot. Do you want to find my daughter beside your car dead in the morning, or would you rather the hospital deals with her when she overdoses? It's happening. The drugs are here. People go, Minaru, Minaru. Go to Minaru at night. You can see them injecting. I do. I go there. Go over to Brig House. There's 50 people sitting in the fields getting high right now. They're here in this city. They're in this city already. The drugs are already here. Let's try and keep a few people alive till we can get a little bit more put into recovery and recovery beds. You know, I see a lot of flower beds getting done on 3 Road. How about we spend that money on recovery beds instead of flower beds? You want to clean up the city and make it look pretty? Let's get some of those addicts off the streets. You know, right now they're ODing outside of Tim Hortons on 3 Road. They're using in all the SkyTrain stations. It's out there and in front of everybody already. It's there. Let's try and get them to a safe place where professionals can work with them. What was one of the signs of hope in here? One of the signs of hope is this collaboration will ensure that individuals accessing these sites receive comprehensive care, including access to addiction treatment, harm minimization services, and counseling. They're not getting that over at Brig House when they OD in the field. They're not getting it when they OD by the pond over in Minaru. They're out here ODing already. Let's try and get things. I love the idea of actually having a safe place. I already asked my daughters, would you use it if they had one here? They said yes. Why? Because they've already lost 5 of their friends in the last 5 weeks. Yes, they'd go there. They'd get the drugs tested. Am I going to die? No. Is there going to be somebody there that might be able to talk them into recovery in that moment? The best chance of getting somebody into recovery is actually after they overdose. That's when they're scared. That's when they want help. It doesn't help at the park at Brig House or under a SkyTrain station, but it will help there. It's a glimmer of hope. And I, for one, am a person that sure hopes we get some hope, because it's been over 10 years of trying to keep my daughters alive, and some of my friends haven't been so goddamn lucky. Thank you for your time.